up, guys? Evergreen Fly Guy. I'm gonna do a fly for you guys today. I've been doing a lot of flies just because I haven't been able to get out and fish and get some other content. Sorry, just not in the cards right now, unfortunately. Schedule wise, I'd really like to, and hopefully I will soon. But in other terms, I've been going up in subscribers like crazy. I'm about to hit 170 anytime now. We did start the giveaway. That was started Saturday. Yes, Saturday, because today is Sunday, so that was yesterday. So Saturday, yesterday. You guys won't see this video till Tuesday, but the giveaway will still be active. Just go find the video. I'll link it in this video. I'll link it in all the videos for this week until the giveaway ends. Go like and comment, subscribe. Just comment your name and you're in it. It's for a Mondo box, or not Mondo, sorry, Motherload box, the big purple box from Mystery Tackle Box. And like I said, as a bonus, if we hit 200 before the giveaway ends, I will throw in a box of hand-tied flies that I'm tying right here. You might even see this one in the box. Never know. And I promise you that some of my older videos, those crooked looking flies, are not in this box. I only keep the good ones. Then the other ones get them reused. The hooks get reused. So, stay tuned for that. Enjoy the video, guys. Okay, guys, let's get into this. So let me show you what we're doing here for the hook. This is one already put in. So this is a Mustad streamer hook, and I think this is what a size. So size 4. It's kind of a little bigger than what I wanted, and I'm just working with what I got. I had to bend the eye straight forward, put it in a vise and straightened it out. They just turned down in the original ones. You can find straight ones. It's not an issue. The previous one I did, this little this cute little guy, turned out pretty decent, I think. And I used this, which I think this is a size 2 Mustad streamer. It's quite a bit smaller, and it's interesting, but I think we need something a little bigger for this. I mean, this is kind of a good size to me, I think, but we're just gonna do a bigger one, because why not? So I'm just gonna start by putting a little white thread down. Everything we're doing in this one is white, just because I don't really have a variety of colors for most of the stuff, so I need to go restock on some stuff. I was gonna do an olive and white because I thought I had some olive craft fur, but apparently I don't. And the olive binding that I do have or the olive chenille that we're gonna be using later that I do have, is not dark enough. Really, it's more like a light green than an olive in my opinion, but that's fine. So that's just how we're gonna do it. All right. So let's get started. So first step, I have some dumbbell eyes. These are size 7 and 7/32. They're kind of big. For the previous fly, they were probably a little too big, but I kind of liked how they came out. We're going to use these again. And to tie this in here, I find the best way, just kind of figure 8 back and forth on it. Make sure you're looping both sides here. And like to get in the front, get in the back, helicopter around it, just like that. If you see it leaning, like pushing one side more to another, do some wraps on the opposite side to try to pull it back and center it. Honestly, this is not a hard thing, so don't stress about it. I like to put a little bit of a thread base on both ends. Some people like to take a step ahead and glue your thread down in there. I don't really see the need for that, honestly. Put a little bit too much slack out. Alright, those are good and in place there. Well, I think I want to do another couple turns around this way just to center it really well. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. That ain't moving. Yeah, there's no wiggle to that. Okay, at this point I'm going to take some of my extra select craft fur. This is white. And I'm going to pluck out a good piece and cut it off and measure it out and stuff. Just what I don't see is I'm pulling off the excess in the background, and you want it to be about the length of the hook shank here. I'm going to do a little bit longer, just a little bit. I am not a big fan of craft fur. It gets everywhere. So be patient with me because I might be annoyed a little bit. Just kidding. It's not too awfully bad to work with. It's really messy. The only thing I'm doing is just tying this straight in here, and I'm wrapping back down to the bend of the hook shank. Trying to get all those fibers encompassed. Don't sweat it too much if you don't get them all. We're gonna come back through here and play with it a little more. I'm just trying to trap some of that down. Okay. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add my flash. The last one, I did some pearl flash, and I mean, in all this, you can't see that pearl flash. So I'm just gonna jump over here, and I have some red flash, and I'm actually gonna do that, and I'm gonna see if it, makes a difference. It really might not, but I think it's worth it just to try it out. If I can get it to stay, I'm gonna wrap back down there a little bit closer to where I'm gonna start putting it at. Make sure that's about even. It's good enough, I think. Okay. It's a little difficult to lock it in place whenever you have just the one fiber messing around with it. Okay, I think we got it that time. Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab one end and I'm gonna wrap it to one side like I always do. I'm gonna grab the other. Wrap it to the other side. Get that all tightened in there. Alright. And it doesn't look like we need to really trim it up any. That might be something we at the end will do, but for now it looks like it's of length. So that's fine there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another chunk of white craft fur. At this point, if you were using two different colors, this is where you would use your secondary color. Well, like I said, I'm doing just all white for this out of lack of materials. So, just white. I'm just cleaning it up in the background. That's all there is to it. Trim a little bit. I mean, that's too long. Alright, I think we got a good size. Yep. I'm going to capture that and roll it in there. Now you can try to tie in that excess right there, or you can cut it. Honestly, I don't know that there's an easier option out of the two. It's probably a little bit easier just to trim it if you have good scissors and can get in there. I have pretty good scissors, but it's still, I don't know. It's just still a little tedious to me to try to cut it all out. Me personally, I would rather see if I could tie it in and just smush it down, but you do lose some room when you do it like that, so maybe we'll do a hybrid. We'll just see what we can get off, and then we'll tie in the rest. Jeez, missed my opportunity there. There we go, I think that's fine, and then we'll just dress it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And like I said, we got more stuff coming in to play that's gonna like push that around and stuff. So it's gonna cover it. Don't worry about it too much unless you're just real tedious about it like I am. Make sure I'm back as far as I need to be here. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to grab my my chenille. So this is pretty thick stuff. This is the Baitfish emulator. This is like stuff to make a full baitfish out of just this, and I've done a video on that. It's actually super simple and pretty fun. And I'm going to pull a piece of it off. Not a very long piece, because I don't want to like overcrowd it a little bit, because I think I did a little bit on the previous one. And I'm I'm just kind of gonna try to get a feel here. Let's see, I think that'll probably be enough. And also what I did on the previous one is I got all the fibers out of the way. And this has 3 rows right here. You'll know that a lot of the chenille just has 1 row. This is definitely for bigger stuff. So how I modified it is I just went back, I took my scissors and I just cut right through the first 2 on the thing here. Now I have 1 clean row, but be careful because if you tug on it, you're going to lose some of your fibers because I will say it is not as secure than previous than whenever you have the other 2. Now also what I just did, which you didn't see me, is I just trimmed it off a little bit because I knew from the previous one that the fibers were just a little too overpowering. So I've just trimmed about a 1/4 off maybe. Not too much. Not too much at all. Just enough to try to ease back on this stuff a little bit. Because I think it overpowered a little bit of what we were trying to do in the previous one. So I'm just going to set this up here out of the way. Put it in my cradle. And I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping now that I got it tied in. I tied it in there on the back. And just like this stuff, just like I do with all my marabou stuff, as I turn, I could use the rotary vise and make it go a little bit faster, but I'm going to be very precise about it. And I'm going to, each turn, I'm going to pull all this back. Just think it saves you a little trouble for whenever you're going through later and you're trying to sort it all out. It just keeps going the wrong way on me for some reason. And actually, we might need another piece of this. But we'll see how it pans out as we get closer to the top. Alright, I think we finished up right about where we needed to be there. Okay, I'll pull that back. You're gonna lose some. That's okay. You got plenty there. I also try to pull it out of the hook. You can wait till the end to do this. I like to do it now because I like to see how my stuff's looking, how I think well, do I need to add any more? Do I need to move this around? I don't like to find out as I finish the fly. I'm just cutting a piece of extra rope stuff off that on that other side. That's the only thing I was doing there. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good right there. I'm going to tie this in, make sure it's all good to go. Just tighten, make sure it's good and tightened down right there. Trying to cover up that little piece of rope. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to take some dubbing. This is like super bright steelhead dubbing. It's basically the laser dubbing. There's not much of a difference in it, I don't think. It just has a certain shiny look to it. And I'm doing white. And I'm just kind of making a log type deal out of it. And do it about 1 inch long. Not necessarily a noodle, but just kind of like a little blip like that. I just do a couple wraps to like lock it in place right there. Pull that down like that. I'm going to go ahead and rotate over. I'm going to do the same thing for this side. Again, if you were using 2 different colors, this is where you would put your second color. A little big on that belly section. Resize that. So they're going to be of equal lengths, by the way. One is not shorter than the other. I'm just having trouble getting this piece how I'd like it. Okay, let's just try this like that. Just another wrap around to pinch it in place. Then you can take that piece right there and you can flip it back on itself, put it around the hook, get it out of the way. But you're going to wrap down on it again, keep it in place. Do watch the hook because you will stab your finger and it doesn't feel good. Same thing, I just rotated the top back around. And another piece there. Pull that up and out of the way. Alright, same thing again. We're going to do this a couple more times here. Same process. Each time, put it down, lock it in place, flip it around, get some more, put it how you want it, lock it in place. Sweep it back here, lock it in place, sweep back here, lock it in place, so on and so on, till you get up to the eyes like that. I mean, it really just kind of depends on you, how you've been doing your fly. That took me, I had to put 2 tufts in there, and the previous one only took 1, but it was quite a bit smaller. So that's that. Now, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and move right here in front of the eyes. Let out just a hair of slack. And guess what? We're going to do the same thing again. I'm starting to run out of this white dubbing. I had to get some more. I like this stuff. I use it quite a bit. Same thing. I'm going to find the midpoint, pop it down right there. Wrap over, try to keep it centered. Wrap over, try to keep it centered. Rotate my stuff around. Pinch that just out of the way there. Alright. Make another noodle out of what I got left here, which is not much, so thank goodness we're not going to need much more. And same deal. Around we go. And pinch down there. You stay out of the way, pal. Okay. Now, what you might like to do at this point is take a little cement or glue or something and run it in between the fibers. I didn't do it on the previous one, but I'm going to do it here. Just using my hairline cement because this dries the fastest over my loon. I've been trying to get something together to do a comparison video of the two because I really like both. It's just hard to say which one I like the best. Okay, and I got mixed up there. Pull that back, and I'm going to give it the same treatment. Just a little coat right down here. Your stuff will get fibers on it, so just clean it off. It's not like it'll hurt it permanently or anything. You can clean it off pretty easy. And I'm gonna crank back right here to lock all that in place. I like to put a lot right there, almost like a thread head, almost. Fingers are getting fuzzy. Okay, you see our shape starting to take. It is kind of a big presence for a fly. Honestly, you could probably do a stinger hook in the back of this guy. And if I don't mess it up, I'm going to whip finish it. Jeez, what's going on tonight? 2 in a row. Let's not go for 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think will be just fine. There we go. I don't know where my good scissors are, so we'll use the old ones to trim it. There we go. Now, at this point, I mean, you could be done. It just really depends on how well your fly looks. I like to get my stuff looking really good, so I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna comb it and brush it. Definitely make sure we get everything out of the hook, because you don't want anything to mess with your hook set. So just move your hook through and adjust how it needs to be. Blend everything nicely. Get it all looking good. Spread it out if you want it. Spread it out for a wider present. Slick it down, because it's going to slick itself down in the water. And you can brush and brush and brush. The stuff's going to keep coming out. I mean, this is a fly. It's not going to last forever because there is a lot of dubbing on it, but it does look good. If you wanted to, you could go a step further and you could take some scissors and you could shape your back end a little bit more. I did on the other one. So, I mean, it's looking good. And that's essentially it. You know, this is a nice little smallmouth streamer, I think. You know, you can do it in a bigger size like this. Let me hook this guy back up right here. Or you could do it in a smaller little snack size like this guy. They're actually about the same size, funny enough. I guess I could trim the smaller guy down just a hair. Yeah, doesn't look bad either way. Little snack. Okay guys, that was it. That was the little smallmouth fly out of craft fur and chenille and a hook and some eyes. There's a few more steps in there, but I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a simple fly that anybody can do. It's a simple fly. If I can do it, it's a simple fly. But don't forget to like, subscribe, but most importantly, go get on the giveaway. Go get on the giveaway. The only thing you gotta do is subscribe and comment your name. It's easy, and it's a chance to win free stuff. You know, it's a mother load box. It's got good stuff in it. I unboxed one. If you want to see what you might get out of it, go check my playlist on the unboxings, and you'll find one, and you'll probably like it. If you like bass fishing, you will enjoy this box, and it's free. I handle the shipping. Everything's done by me. So just go check it out. But most importantly, guys, go catch the fish.